Hello. What is going on, you guys? Welcome. Welcome. We are here and we are ready for the first week and the first battle of the Platinum Draft League Season 5. So, unfortunately, we are in a bit of a pickle because we are going up against arguably the best team in the league. Week 1, which, some could see as bad and kinda does suck, but it's also very useful because that means that theoretically it should all be up from here. But yeah, so if you don't know how these go, I'll go through my opponent's team a bit. I'll go through what I'm packing, what I've prepped, what I built for, and then we'll go through the actual battle, and then we do our post-battle interview. So let's start off. Let us look at what my opponent has. So our opponent is Dravos and the Bellingham Klefkes. As I said, they have probably the best team in the league, in theory, of course. But as you can see, their team consists of Garchomp, Gengar, Snorlax, Volcanion, Diancie, Sceptile, Mega Scizor, Crobat, Scrafty, Cryogonal, Uxie, and Thundurus Therian form. So there is a lot to be scared of with this team. Big things I'm worried about are Volcanion and Gengar. They're two super strong special offense who have good checks to one of our best special walls, which is Tapu Fini. And overall, they just have a lot of power on his team. Like, if you look at this team, there's a ton of power. His Mega, unfortunately, I don't think will be that useful for him this week. And it's something we can easily beat out. But the rest of his team, each of them has some sort of threats, and there's going to be things we need to work around with. But I think we've prepped sufficiently well. Let me see how this appears, because I think, yeah, we can keep that on the side. Perfect. Alright. So, for the first thing I brought, I have decided to bring our Miss Maggie's first thing, because max special defense Miss Maggie's with an assault vest is our best check for the Volcanion. If it's not specs, then I think we can eat 4 to 5 hits easily. If it is specs, then we get likely 2 code, which is dangerous, but we do a lot of bit damage back with Thunderbolt, and if it decides to be bulky instead of speed, then we can guarantee outspeed it because we're base 105. This also does good against some of his other special attackers. It does some good damage for Thundurus, it does good against Special Crobat, it does good for Uxie if it's not running Shadow Ball. It can damage Gengar, but we don't really want to be in against Gengar. But yeah, this thing just has a lot of coverage. It's going to be our main check to the Volcanion, because the Volcanion is scary. And I just like having it around. Base 105 with these defenses is pretty nice, I gotta say. But yeah. But as you can see, defenses on the physical side are kind of lacking, so we need something to help that. Which is why we're bringing our Mega Aggron. So Mega Aggron is great this week. We're running 3 offense moves, Body Press, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and then Stealth Rock to set up hazards. This will be great pressure for his Volcanion, and it will be great if he's not running a boot set, because if he's not boots, then he comes in, takes 25%, and then he just has to kind of live with that, which is great for us. But this has a lot of coverage. It covers a lot of his Pokemon. Main checks we want this for are Snorlax, because Snorlax can be scary if it gets set up, plus it's a good special wall. This thing blocks out Cryogonal pretty well, because the only thing it can really hit us with is Water Pulse, so that stops a lot of its spinning. It's a good check to Mega Scizor. It can do some good stuff against Thundurus and Gengar if they don't hit us with a Focus Blast. If they do hit us with Focus Blast, I think it does like a little over half, which is an easy 2-ko, but it's Focus Blast, so we have chances there. It also can come in against Garchomp and does almost an OHKO with Ice Punch, which is really nice, because I'm expecting him to run a Tank Garchomp because I feel like that's going to be the most likely rocker, because I don't think Deontay or Uxie are that likely to come this week, but we have checks for those anyways. But yeah, Aggron's just a good counter. It's a great physical wall to come in on any physical move, running lots of special defense to tank some special moves, plus we'll have Filter, which will boost us even more. The only problem with Aggron is that I'll need to come in and get a clean switch in, because I'll have to come in with normal Aggron. We are just going to get absolutely toasted, so that's going to make this something I have to think about. It's very possible that we lead Mega Aggron, although I was thinking of leading Noivern, but we'll get to that. Anyways, next up we have our Raichu. I decided to bring a Specs Raichu because other than Garchomp and Thundurus, Specs Raichu kind of just pops off and does a lot with Thunderbolts and Volt Switches. It's a great check for Volcanion because we're faster and we can do an Oko with a Thunderbolt. We get nice strong Volt Switches in on a lot of things that might not want to take a Volt Switch, especially Pokemon like Mega Scizor, who's more defensive, or Mons like Crobat. Even though we're slower, we can still get some Volt Switches off. Like I said, the only thing we have to watch out for is Garchomp and Thundurus Therian form. I'm not even sure if Thundurus Therian form is coming, but it could, but I'm definitely sure Garchomp is, so we'll have to watch what we're cooking with then. But for there, we do have Grass Knot and Surf as backup for coverage moves. Those do great against Pokemon like Deontay. We can do some good damage to Garchomp, even if it tries to come in. Grass Knot still does a decent amount of damage. And overall, Surf's just a good coverage moves for Garchomp and Thundurus Therian because they still do a lot of damage, so it's very good. But yeah, this is going to kind of be sort of a late game cleanup slash strong pivoter. Just kind of sitting around, pivoting in the back, maybe coming in if we want a revenge kill on something like Volcanion or Crobat. So yeah, overall that's the plan with that. Next up, we have the Pokemon who has surprised me, Centiskorch, which is surprisingly high in base stat total. When I looked over Java's team, I noticed that besides a few select Mons, mainly, what was I looking at? I was looking at Crobat and Volcanion. After those two are gone, we can pull up with a Coil Sweep with Centiskorch, which is really nice. If you don't know, Coil will boost our attack, defense, and accuracy. So it's basically just bulk up both accuracy boosts, which is great because Power Whip is only 85 accuracy, so boosting that to 100 would be very nice. But yeah, so this is going to be a late game sweeper. If there's no Crobat and if there's no Volcanion, we can set up easily and do tons of damage. Even Pokemon like Volcanion, who can sort of try and wall us, or Pokemon like Garchomp or Cryogonal, who are faster and can do damage. We have Leech Life for that recovery, which will be nice. I think this will be a great Pokemon to challenge things like Snorlax, because Snorlax doesn't really run much that can hurt a Centiskorch. It could have Earthquake, but even still that will be neutral because we're part Bug, which is really nice. This is also great for Scrafty, because Scrafty does do some decent damage this week, plus it can challenge things like Sceptile and Mega Scizor, which are always good to have challenges for. I just really think that I may have underestimated Centiskorch. I think it can be very useful, and hopefully this is the week that shows that off. Up next, we have our Noivern. I decided to run a sort of pivoting Noivern with Frisk, because like I said, I need to know what item Volcanion has, so that way I can sort of check out what plans I need to do. So I'm deciding to run U-Turn with Frisk, because also I don't think that Infiltrator will be too useful this week, because I don't think he'll have any real setup issues. But yeah, we're also running Dragon Pulse just for general damage, and we're running Flamethrower to help us get some support. It also helps us, even though it doesn't do a lot to Diancie, it can check Diancie. Plus, this does like a guarantee Oko on Scizor, does a lot of damage to Cryo, does a lot of damage to Sceptile. It's just a good coverage move to have in the back, but yeah. I think this thing will be sort of a pivot late game, kind of like Raichu will, just kind of staying in the back, coming in on Pokemon like Garchomp or Mega Scizor to get off a range kill or scare it out, and then pivoting out once again. But yeah, having this flying type is nice, because this can be a good swap in from Raichu. Although he might not want to click Earthquake too often, but could be a good swap. And if we don't, we have oh my, sorry. If we don't want to swap into this, or if we lost this, we can always swap into Miss Magius because it has Levitate for those Earthquakes. But yeah, overall, I think just like a back of the game pivot, also having Roost, so that way we don't have to worry about taking up too much damage, or if we lose our boots, we can easily recover off Rocks damage, which is really good. So yeah, I think that will be very nice. Plus, it's our fastest Pokemon, and it's faster than everything but Crobat, so I made sure to specifically calc it so we're faster than everything but Crobat, so this should be a good mod to have in the back. Finally, we have a Pokemon that I'm a little bit worried about having in the back, and that is Tapu Fini. So Tapu Fini is mainly here as sort of utility. We have Defog and Taunt, so that we can get rid of hazards and we can stop setup. We have Nature's Madness, so that way we can do guaranteed half to most things that might want to come in to swap on us, like Mega Scizor or like Volcanion. And then I'm also running Ice Beam for other Pokemon who may be in the back, like Garchomp or Thundurus Therian form. He also does good damage to Sceptile if that's brought along. The only thing I'm worried is that with this set, Mega Scizor and Volcanion still wall us pretty well because we don't have any damaging moves to damage them. So I know for sure I can't leave this Pokemon for last, but it'll be a great Pokemon to help chip down some damage, get some extra points in, and just kind of make the team weaker so that way the rest of the team can go in. Because ideally, if I can weaken the team to the point where I can come in with like Raichu or with Miss Magius to go for a nice endgame sweep, that would be great. And that's why I'm running that Nature's Madness. So yeah, that's the team. I'll give you one last quick look over. Like I said, big worries for this week are Specs Volcanion, which can power through us. Life Orb Gengar does a lot of damage, which we don't have a really good wall for. Garchomp tanky can be a bit of a problem, but we have ways through it. There's a lot going through my mind, but I think I developed a smart team. We're pretty good defensively. When I checked it over with a fellow coach, he said that I had a lot of defense, but I put a lot of my offense in the back, which I think is something I definitely did and something I have a problem doing. So I'll need to make sure that from next week on, I'm also looking at having good offense, but I think this week the more defensive approach is probably a safer bet for us because it's something I'm used to and it's something I can play around with. But yeah, we'll have to see. That will be all for the review, and I will see all of you for the actual battle. Hooray! Alright, recording is on. We are here. We are just getting ready to send the challenge to Dravos. This is only happening a couple minutes after I just recorded that battle preview because I knew we were battling today, I just didn't know what time. And it looks like the time is about now. So let's send the challenge. I've got the right team locked in, made sure of it. And we're going to go ahead and see what Dravos has planned for us. So I have ideas of what I think is going to be coming. As you can see here. It's very likely what's going to see. So let's take a look here. Okay. Looks like the challenge was sent out. Yup. Alright, we're good. Okay, so we brought a lot of what I was expecting. Chomp is here, Volcanion, Snorlax, Crobat is here, but instead of Gengar and Scrafty, he brought Mega Scizor and Uxie. So it looks like he could be going offensive Chomp and then has Azel for rocks. I think what I want to do is I'm going to go with my original plan. I'm going to lead with Noivern, because we're faster. We can frisk out, see what his lead is. I'm pretty sure his lead's either going to be Uxie or Scizor. In which case, Scizor we pressure out with Flamethrower, Uxie we can U-turn off of. And we play from there. I think that sounds like a sound plan. So let's go ahead, let's lead with our Noivern. And we will see what Dravos wants to do. That's the big question is, I think I know what's coming, but do I actually know what's coming? Because I look at Uxie calcs. Offensive support, likely. U-turn is the only one that's not very offensive support. Leftovers Volcanion. Okay, that's something we can deal with. I thought it would be Boots, but Leftovers works. I was kind of expecting a Volcanion lead, but that was with a different set. So we can put up Volcanion. I can bring up the Heavy Duty Boot set, because why not? If we look at Mismagius, as you can see, probably our best answer. Only takes about 26-31% max, and we can easily click moves. We can't click Thunderbolt because Garchomp is there, but I still think it's our best option. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to U-turn out. Oh, he swaps straight to Snorlax. Interesting. Interesting. And we got a crit turn 1. That's kind of nice. Alright, so Snorlax is here. Sure, we'll load up Curslax set for now. Snorlax is scary, but this is a good opportunity, because I said I would want an opportunity where I can bring in my Aggron without having to worry about taking damage, and this seems like that opportunity. Let me actually pull up Filter, because the calc is weird when it comes to Megas. Here we go, Filter. Yeah. So I'm going to get Free Swap into Aggron. This will be good. It's also Leftovers. Interesting. Double lefties. Okay. So who does he swap into here? He could go back into Volcanion. He could bring out Uxie. What kind of damage can we do Uxie? Not much. Uxie's kind of bulky. This could be a great place for us to set up rocks. And I think that's the opportunity I'm going to take. So we'll Mega, and we'll set up Stealth Rocks. Volcanion does come back out. We do get rocks up for free, which is great. That means we have pressure on the Volk now that he can't really swap around a lot. So I think, like before, my answer is still going to Mismagius, but we don't have a U-turn now. I'll still raw swap into Mismagius, because that is the safest bet for us. I think this might still be a similar set for this. If it is a... Could he do a sub-toxic set? I guess he could. That's fine. Alright, let's see. He does go for a Steam Eruption. It does burn immediately. Solid. So turn 1 burn. That is awful for us. I think his most likely answer is to go into Garchomp, because Garchomp should be able to tank some hits decently. I think to be safe, I'm just going to click Shadow Ball. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, you go Snorlax. That was smart. I didn't think of the Snorlax play. That was very, very smart. I don't know why I didn't think about Snorlax coming in there. It's a great answer. I was more worried about the Thunderbolt. let me swap out into Mega Aggron, because worst comes to worst, this is Curselax, he gets a curse, but I still don't think it does anything to us. But he's got to have something from his Magius, because if he doesn't have anything from his Magius, then this is just going to be a wall off, but we lose because we died a burn. Filter. Yeah, let's bring out Aggron. Swaps out in a Crobat. Boots, so this is definitely going to be a Defog. Crobat. We see a Defog come out here. Let me instead look at a offense set like this. It does a lot, but we do a lot with Ice Punch. So I think we click Ice Punch expecting a Defog. That seems like the best play for us. Yeah. We'll Ice Punch expecting a Defog. If he Heat Waves us, okay. Okay, he's gonna U-turn. Probably brings out Volcanion again, which sucks, because it's quad resisted. Actually, probably not. He might be expecting us to go for a Rock Slide or a Rock move. He might not be expecting Ice Punch. He goes Snorlax. That's definitely thick fat damage. Actually, it might not. It's immunity damage. Yeah, because thick fat would do that. Unless he's not defensive, he could be special. He could have very little defense investment. I think I can get off a free body press here. The only thing that would suck is if Crobat comes back in. Doesn't do a lot of Crobat, but I think body press is the way to go, because not much wants to come in on body press. Even if Volcanion tries to come back in, it takes a good chunk. So yeah, we'll go for a body press. He didn't bring his ghost type. What is his ghost type? Gengar. Pokemon I was worried about, which I'm happy did not show up. Volcanion drops, takes lots of damage to rocks, and takes that body press damage. That's a lot of damage that we are adding on. Yes, we are in a good position. I still think Miss Magius is my best answer. Best case scenario, or worst case scenario, which I think will happen, is we die after burn. But if he's running bulk, then he can't outspeed us. But if he's not running bulk, we have a problem. But yeah, I think Miss Magius comes back in. Right now, it's our least valuable player. Misses Steam Eruption. That's 5% chance. Oh my goodness. That's very good for us. Okay. This is good. He missed his Steam Eruption, so we still have a lot of health. We can guarantee live 1. I'm worried to click, because I'm worried to click Thunderbolt, because if Snorlax, or if Garchomp comes in, we do no damage. If I click Shadow Ball, Snorlax comes in, we do no damage. I think my best bet's Power Gem. Yeah, we'll go for Power Gem. Oh, this is perfect. That is great damage. Oh my goodness. We are putting on a lot of pressure. He might just try and sacrifice for a Defog and just hope to keep Aggron at bay. If not, this thing could kill us if it's physical. Cropped. Yeah, if this thing's physical, it will definitely kill us. But I say go for it, because we can definitely kill at this range. Yeah, because we do 46 to 55. We should just be in kill range, which is perfect. Does go for Defog to get rid of those hazards. Power Gem does finish the job. Okay. Sorry, I was just texting stuff out to Lily. Okay. Scizor pops in. Probably to go for a kill. This is Mega Scizor. This thing does kill with Bullet Punch, but I honestly don't think I need to save Miss Mankius at all. I could bring in Aggron, but we can't do much there. I think I might just stay in, see what he does. I can punish with a Fire Punch if he doesn't, or a Mystical Fire if he doesn't try to kill us right away. Let's do that. Yeah, he kills with a Bullet Punch. Okay, that's smart. That is smart. Let's see here. If it has a dual Wing Beat, which it could, then Scorch is not a safe option. Noivern, however, is a safe option because he can't kill with Bullet Punch. We scare him out with Flamethrower and force in something else, probably Snorlax. So this is good. I think that's the play. We'll bring out Noivern. We know it has Mega. We know it has the Scissorite, but thank you for letting us know. So we definitely scare him out with a Flamethrower, because he thinks that we are hyper offensive, which we are. He doesn't know if we're boots or not yet, which is good. But we definitely can punish him with a Flamethrower if he stays in. Worst case scenario, Snorlax comes in. And depending on set, I need to know if he's... He could just be full special. But I still think best bet is to punish with Flamethrower, so I'm going to do that. Yep, Snorlax comes out. We know this thing is lefties. We do no damage with a Flamethrower, which probably means that he's max special. Actually, even that's enough. I can't pin down the Snorlax. We get a free swap in here. I think, of course, we go in Aggron. Because we can put up rocks, or we can punish a Volcanion pop in with an Earthquake. So I'm going to do that. Don't hurt me too much. Goes for a Body Slam. Does no damage, no para, which is great. We stay unparried. Let me see. Volcanion. If I look at Aggron, let's pull up the filter. Earthquake does a decent chunk. Not enough to kill, but it does do a decent chunk. Although, he lost his rockers, so this could be a good place to set up a second rocks, but then I don't know what comes in on Volcanion. And that's the problem. I could just go for a body press. Worst comes to worst, he brings out Uxie here. Because Aggron's important. Aggron's important for this Snorlax. I'm gonna click rocks again. Does bring out Volcanion, like we thought. Okay. Big question here. Can anything come in on Volcanion? Because Aggron could stay in, but I really want Aggron around to finish off the Snorlax and to keep the Scizor in check. Noivern. Oh wait, this is... I also don't know what set you are, which sucks. Let's assume you're bulky set. Let's assume bulk. 252. modest. Let's assume that. Noivern doesn't do enough. Raichu does do enough, but we die to a Steam Eruption. Feeny comes in, but Sludge Wave does a lot, and we can't really kill because we don't have much to kill with. Centiskorch gets bodied and is outsped. We lost Mismagius. I think our best bet is Feeny. Feeny feels like the weakest link at the moment, because only thing I would really be here for is Garchomp, and we do have Noivern for that, as long as it's not a Scarf. So, yeah, let's bring in Feeny. We are kind of in a bad position. I guess I probably shouldn't have dropped Mismagius so early, but oh my god. That's another Steam Eruption burn. I want you to know, guys, that's 95 accuracy. And he's missed it twice. That is a 2.5% chance to miss it twice. Oh my god. That is nasty. So I think a best case scenario... I think we just click Nature's Madness here, because if anything comes in, it's taking half, and then we can taunt things like Uxie and Mega Scizor. So yeah, I'm gonna click Nature's Madness. Nice miss. Oh. Nice. What is that? 90? Perfect. We're off to a great start. But we do know we live more, so I'm going to click Nature's Madness again. We do hit. Sludge Wave is killing us slowly. That's fine. I'll do one more Nature's Madness to round it out and let Ursula go down, unfortunately. Because Ursula didn't do much, but it was great to help pressure rocks. But he hasn't set up rocks yet, mostly because his 2 rock setters have not hit the field. So, we'll see. I think at this point he's wondering if he should let me kill. There we go. Okay, so you're going to go down. You're going to heal up a little bit. I think at this point Raichu comes in, right? Yes. Thunderbolt definitely kills. Volt Switch kills. But we can do damage with Grass Knot. And if he tries to bring in Garchomp, we still do a decent chunk to Garchomp. So I think that might be the answer, or no, because I can't bring in Noivern, because Noivern, but we have Misty Terrain. Actually, we could. Noivern might be the play. Misty Terrain calcs, but I don't know what defenses you're running. Oh wait, this is Garchomp, hold on. That was the wrong Pokemon. If we assume you're that, yeah, I think Raichu's gotta be the answer. Yeah, we'll bring in Raichu, because we know we can kill with Grass Knot, so even if Garchomp comes in, it won't be a big problem. So we'll click Grass Knot. Probably Garchomp comes in, unless he just wants to let this Mon go. In which case, that is fine by me. That's okay. We're in good shape. We're down at the moment, but we have a lot of pressure. His main offense is hurting. His main defense is scared. As long as we can keep up pressure, we are safe. As long as the pressure stays up, we're good. Just gotta keep the pressure rolling. That's all I've got to do. Yeah, because it's going well. Yeah, because no Diancie, no Scarf Thunderous. Once his Volk's gone, I think we can come and set up with Centiskorch. Let me take a look here. Centiskorch, I am Flame Body, Figgy Berry, Snorlax. Doesn't do a lot. Well, it could, but we set up. Garchomp, if it's a tank, it still is a good chunk with Earthquake, but like I said, we're on setup. I think Uxie's the main threat if it's offensive with actual moves. Not really. I think Garchomp's still the main threat. But if we can get setup going, then we're good. I just need this Volcanion gone. Snorlax comes out. Interesting. Ooh, that's a lot. That's kill. That is a possible kill. Alright, let's... Yeah, I'm gonna assume this is max special Snorlax. Maybe. And we have Raichu out. How much did we just do? We just did 20. I don't know what set he's running. I'm all over the place. Is he not careful? Because this shows 23 to 22 to 26. But we just did 28. So is he not careful? What if he's what's the other one? Impish. Maybe? Even then it's still a roll. Do I go for the kill? I'm gonna go for the kill. Alright, come on, Scarf Raichu, bring it home for us, buddy. Or not Scarf Raichu, Specs Raichu. I don't know what set this Snorlax is running, and that's what's really messing with me. I don't know what defenses he has. I don't know if he's physical, special, if he's offensive. I don't know what he is. All I do know is I'm doing damage, and I don't know how I'm doing so much damage. So something in the calcs is off. I just can't tell what yet. I think he might be more defensive and less special. Brings out Scizor. Okay, that's fine. Scizor still scares me if it has dual wing beat, so I don't want to bring out Scorch. I'm going to bring out Snorlax? Or not Snorlax, Aggron? This could be a swap chance. He could be trying to bait in Scorch slash Snorlax. Why do I keep saying Snorlax? Scorch or Aggron and bring Volk back in to put pressure on me. But like I said, if he does that, I can still guarantee tank 1 with Snorlax. Or with Aggron. I keep saying Snorlax. I'm losing my mind. Let's see. What if... I know he gets superpower. Is he running superpower? Superpower. It probably doesn't do a lot. Yeah. I think... Yeah, we bring in Aggron, right? Yeah, let's bring in Aggron. We'll get some chip, but... U-turns? Okay. Volt comes out? Yes, Volcanion comes out. So close to death. God damn it. Alright. I think at this point I'm gonna let Aggron tank the hit, so that way I have the potential I need for a KO. Anything will kill at this point. So I think what I do is I just click body press, I do the damage, I take one hit, I should guaranteed live. I think that's the play. Let's do it. Worst case, worst, Uxie comes in, but even then, that means Volcanion's dead because it dies to the next Rock's damage. We had a good start. All right, we take one, we're good. Even though we burn, we're still kill, easy. Okay, we're burned, we're dying, but we're fine. This is opportune. Like I said, I think I want Snorlax to come in, so that way we can start getting set up with Scorch. Because I'm still worried. I don't know if it has dual wing beat, but it could. And if it has dual wing beat, then our strategy goes out the window. Mega Scizor, dual wing beat to Scorch. Yeah, because dual wing beat does a lot. So I think right now this is coming down to, does this Pokemon have dual wing beat? Does the Mega Scizor have dual wing beat? Because even Tank Garchomp does a lot, and that's without any attack investment. So I need to figure out what the Garchomp is, and I need to know if the Scizor has dual wing beat. If we can say Tank and no wing beat, then I think Centiskorch wins us this game. But if it does have dual wing beat, and if it is offensive Garchomp, we might pull through. I think right now, Noivern is my backup answer, but I think Centiskorch looks like it might win this game. Snorlax comes in, okay, that's fine. It's very possible we outspeed Snorlax. Because what is it? Mega Aggron, we're base 50. Snorlax is base 30. So we probably outspeed. We might even kill at this point. So I think, yeah, we just go for a kill. Okay, he's just trying to chip us down, get us in position where Burn will kill us. He doesn't know what we're packing. He knows we have one move in the back. He does not know what it is. I think he might assume it's Fire Punch. But it might not be. But he probably thinks it's not. I don't know what he's thinking. He's scared of Fire Punch. I know that. He knows if we have Fire Punch in the back, Scizor loses. But if we don't have Fire Punch in the back, Scizor wins. And that's what he's trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out what our last move is. And I don't think he would know it's Earthquake. Because we haven't clicked it, and why would we pack Earthquake? But, who knows? What comes out? Ooh, Uxie comes out. Okay. Uxie's on the field. We don't do much, and we're burned. I think best is best. He's probably trying to get rocks up here, which is good pressure. I think, honestly, I'm just going to click button. What should I press? Probably Ice Punch? Yeah, Ice Punch. I think he might be setting up for late game rocks, in which case our Centiskorch plan is out the window, which kind of makes me want to get Centiskorch in now. I could bring Centiskorch in now, but I could bring Centiskorch in now. I don't think Uxie can do much to us. What is an offensive Uxie like? I think that's the question I need to ask myself. 252, let's say modest at the most. I think Centiskorch is the play. I'm gonna do it. I'm bringing Centiskorch out now. U-turns in, okay. Flame Body Burn, that's nice. I like that. That's nice, that's nice, that's nice. Probably Garchomp comes in now. No, Scizor. It's dual wing beat. Oh, damn. I can't set up here. I have to click Fire Lash. Because we'll see. At our current set, we are at, what are we at right now? We're at 893. Let me put this in. Let me put it in 93%. 25% chance. We're running out a 1 in 4 chance we're about to die here. Oh my god, it's not. I thought it was dual wing beat for sure. He's just swapping. Alright, then we coil. Damn. That was very good. Oh no. That was very good. Scarf. Ah. He tricked the scarf onto me. That was good. Alright. Aggron comes out. Let Aggron go. Damn. I was not expecting him to trick me there. That's something. He was probably trying to lock me in so that way either Garchomp or Scizor could come in. I was not expecting him to trick me there. I was not expecting that at all. But he has no Scarf now. I know he does have Berry, so if he's minus attack, that could work to our benefit, but let me look at... He's saving this Garchomp for a reason, and that scares me. Is this Scarf Chomp in the back? Is that what you're holding on to? Dragon Pulse does not kill, depending on bulk. Raichu does have a chance to kill. And Centiskorch does have a chance to kill. It's a tough call. I'm gonna send it Centiskorch because we are at Scarf now. So we are Scarfed, so I will keep note of that. Choice Scarf. If he's running no speed, we do have speed. But he knows that no matter what we click, he's got an answer. Because if he's got Tank Garchomp in the back, then Fire Lash does nothing. And he's got Scizor in the back, so Leech Life doesn't do a lot. But I think right now, I just gotta click a move. Oh wait, he's minus defense. Let me make a note of that. -1 defense. I think that I Fire Lash here. This Garchomp's doing something, but if we can bring down Garchomp's, yeah, I'm Fire Lashing. Does that kill? It does not, but he gets Berry. Not minus attack. Well, because he has U-turn, that makes sense. So then what are you? You're minus speed? It's gotta be minus speed. So he knows we're Scarfed into Fire Lash, so definitely, I believe, Chomp comes in here. Well, if we can bring that down, we'll do, what? 10 to, and then 15. I think I just gotta go down with the ship, honestly. Scale Shot. Oh, it's a setup Chomp. 2 hits, that's good, and his defense went down for us. Nice. Take Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, and your Scale Shot? Oh my goodness. Does he win? I think he wins. Because if he has Earthquake in the back, I think he just wins. Scale Shot, if it hits... If Scale Shot hits more than twice, Noivern goes down. And if he Earthquakes, Raichu goes down. So yeah, that might just be GG. I think... What is our option here? We don't have any. I think Garchomp beats us. Our options are Hope and Pray. Nope. Yep, that's GG. We died to an Earthquake. Yep. Ah, so close. Damn it. We were so close, but that Uxie trick really just killed all of our momentum. Ah. That was super unfortunate. Gosh darn it.
It's going. I was very sweating about that match.
Oh yeah, that match was intense. I was right with you, dude. That was a crazy match.
Yeah. Your team was a lot to prep for.
Your team was a lot prepped for. I thought that like Specs for Volcanion was just going to power through my entire team.
I want it to be Specs because it did so much damage, but I wanted to be able to change the moves up.
True. I guess so. Perfect. We got this nice team here. God, I'm so mad you didn't have dual wing beat. That was what I was scared for. I guess I could have assumed Roost's Swords Dance, but oh well.
I didn't want to be dual wing beat because I'd already be taking a risk with Flame Body. Didn't want to chance.
I guess, but if I would have had the chance to set up on you, I don't think there's anything you could have done to stop me.
No, probably not.
But then Uxie had to come in and ruin it all.
Yeah, it really worked out that I tricked Semi-Scorch.
Right on the first turn I clicked Coil.
Yep.
Oh well. Let's talk about the team a bit. Well, what'd you prep? Why'd you bring what you did?
Well, you might notice that Uxie has a negative speed nature, but then also has speed investment.
Mm-hmm. I assumed that because you had dual offenses. I assumed you were minus speed.
Yeah. The speed investment is for me to be able to outspeed Urshifu.
Ah.
As long as it's not Scarf. Because, man, I'm so surprised Urshifu wasn't here because I don't have a good answer.
I was tempted, but I was more worried about defense this week, which is something I gotta improve on. I'm always more focused on how can I stop them from breaking me rather than how can I break them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Crobat was the only real answer I had.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it was only a check. If you were banded, I could come in on it one time.
Nice. I mean, to be fair, if you had Specs Volcanion, I could come on it one time with my only answer, which was Miss Maggie is with a vest.
Yeah. Yeah, Volcanion's actually a really good mod.
Volcanion is fucking scary, dude.
I'm super happy to have it. I've played against it once, I believe, and prepping for it was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wanted it on my team, especially since it 4 times resists fire and ice. Just works so well with Garchomp and Mega Scizor.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly great pairing you got there.
Yeah, the only things that are issues for me are like Mega Aggron, which gets EQ, Fire Punch, Ice Punch.
Yes, sir.
I knew that was coming.
Oh,
I knew there was no way it wasn't coming.
Definitely. Ice Punch was a great check. I'm pretty sure, because you're running offense, if you tried to swap in, Ice Punch would have OHKO'd, and that would have been great.
Yeah, it probably would have.
Probably would have. I guess the only thing, I know we talked about it a bit in the chat, but what was with the whole Snorlax sack? What was that about?
I really wanted an opportunity where I could click like Skill Shot or preferably Swords Dance and then Skill Shot. Like I was playing entirely around the win con of Skill Shot with Garchomp.
I guess you were waiting for an opportunity where you could actually kill a Mega Aggron, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted like a guaranteed chance. I didn't want like a roll. And I really didn't want to have to kill it with Garchomp even, because if I missed, I knew you were packing Ice Punch. I didn't want to take the damage because I didn't really know what Noivern's item was. For all I know, it could have been some wacky choice Scarf set.
I was Boots.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, but or did you switch up moves at some point? I don't know. I got really focused. I get really focused and just like I need to wear down Mega Aggron's HP.
Yeah.
I need to let the burn do the damage, and then I probably could have made a cleaner play to win, but
that's why I like Aggron Feeny, because they're such a great pair. Unfortunately, I had to sack Feeny early, so I had a clean swap into Volcanion.
Yeah, I was more than happy to give you all that HP for Finny,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. I really wanted to keep it Volcanion around for Mega Aggron, but Finny was a huge problem
Yeah.
for me.
I mean, really, Feeney's only job was to get rid of the rocks you did not bring, so... Oh.
Yeah, I don't. I have some rockers, but I don't think I have the best rockers.
I was expecting Tank Garchomp with rocks, but you went offensive, which kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, well, I feel like you don't have a whole lot of answers to like a Garchomp at +2 and +1 speed.
That's very true.
I mean, I suppose it would be fair to say not many teams do, but yeah, I want to be offensive this season.
Yeah, you're off to a great start. I'm still worried about losing the whole season because you're technically have the best team.
I mean, I had the top-rated team last season, and we all know how that went. So
We don't have to worry about that. We all did bad last season.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a very strong match.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing that. I think I knew it was going to be a matter of like my offense versus your defense. To be honest, like when I started prepping, I was like, "There's so much stuff that I'm gonna have a hard time like breaking and wearing down without just stacking things."
I think that's the main reason why I like planning defense is because if I can keep them at bay, then they start to panic, and then that opens me up for opportunities. But who knows? Maybe I gotta start looking into just punching faces and seeing how far I get.
I mean, you do have an Urshifu.
I do have an Urshifu.
I mean, like, Wicked Blow is banned, but like it still packs a punch.
It's still an Urshifu.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't have an answer for like Miss Mag at all or anything.
Yeah. Like I said, it was mainly there just to try and stop a Volcanion, and that kind of sucked when I got burned turn 1. But it did help that you missed 2 steam eruptions back to back afterwards.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good game for sure.
It was a very good game. Alright, I will let you go for now.
Sounds good.
Sounds great. Alright, take care, bud.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that was Dravos. We had a really good match to start off. It's unfortunate that we did lose, but like I said, he technically does in terms of in terms of just overall and looking at it, he does have what would appear to be the best team in the league. So we are down 1 loss first game, but that's fine. Hopefully we can make it up, and that will be starting next week. So as you can see, I got it pulled up right here. Next week we are going up against the Siva Arcanines in our week 2 match. So if we take a look at their team. Their team is a bit interesting because on one hand you see T-Tar, Excadrill, and Dracozolt. On the other side you look and you see Pelipper, Mega Swampert, and Heliolisk. Basically, Okan's plan here for his team was to draft both a Sand and a Weather and a Water Core, Rain Core. What am I saying? I don't know. He drafted 2 cores, 1 Sand, 1 Rain, and then he threw a couple Mons in the side to kind of balance it out. So it's an interesting team to say the least. But I think it should be a team that we can handle much better. It's just a matter of looking at, is he going to bring the Sand Core or the Rain Core, and sort of how do we prep for those? I guess also he could bring neither core, but I don't know. We haven't seen him battle yet, so we'll have to see how he fares week 1. But yeah, I think this was a strong week. Even though we lost, it was definitely a very close match up until the end. Like I said, starting next week, I'm probably going to look at maybe planning better offense. because if we can pressure teams, then that'll mean they have less chance to swap in, and I think next week is a great week to start with pressure, because looking at it, I can see right from this team, and I'm thinking right now we have some perfect options to pressure this team a lot. So that's what we're going to be going for next week, but until then, I am going to be signing off. I hope you guys are having fun with the return of the season, and don't count this loss just yet, because we are quickly going to make a comeback. I promise you. This will not be a Platinum Draft League Season 4. I promise, hopefully. But anyways, I'm going to be signing out. Make sure all of you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever